Hello, this is Final Death Star, aka Enter the Unfamiliar. I have been asked again to host a video for my friend eHacker's channel. I appreciate that so very much, and I am happy to oblige. I hope you enjoy the video. Is Elon Musk an alien from Mars? Is he trying to phone home? Does E.T. want to phone home? Well, some of that is tongue-in-cheek. Some of it, maybe not so much. There are obviously a lot of oddities that surround the world of Elon. First of all, his name, Elon. He is the only Elon in the world. As far as I know, there has never been someone named Elon. Is it an acronym for some kind of extraterrestrial living organism, nanobot, something like that? I don't know, but it is an odd name. There are other oddities that surround him. He is obsessed with space and Mars in particular. Now, who doesn't want to go to Mars? Most of us probably would think that would be, if safe, that would be quite an adventure. He has actually said he not only wants to go to Mars, he wants to die on Mars. Interesting statement. Why not? He says, well, I was born on Earth. Why would you have to say that? Most of us are born on Earth. Well, sure, why not? Except for most people want to die in the comfort of their own homes. I think if you took a poll and asked most people, how would you want to die? They would say at home, in my bed, somewhere safe, somewhere familiar. But he wants to die on Mars. An adventurer, I guess you could say. He also has this obsession with wanting to build the internet in space, this Starlink system, his Starlink satellites, which, if you've seen, they look like UFOs. They're just little star lights, pinpoints of light that are equal distance from each other, that travel along like a train in the sky. The space train, some people call them, it's said to look like. So he does have this obsession with space and Mars. Now, here are just some oddities surrounding Elon. Some of this is tongue-in-cheek and good fun. Some of it kind of makes you question, though. SpaceX, for one. He's, again, obsessed with getting to Mars, and you could say he's hell-bent on getting his rockets out of our atmosphere. Does he want to go home? I don't know. The plan to blow up Mars. Musk raised more than Stephen Colbert's eyebrows when he was asked in an interview, and he mentioned that he would like to drop thermonuclear warheads over the poles of Mars. And that sounds odd. His reasoning was that he believes that might warm up the atmosphere to make it hospitable on Mars. But does he know of a threat up there that he wants to take out? Is there some other reason why he wants to blow up Mars? He's tweeted out, "The rumor that I'm building a spaceship to get back to my home planet Mars is totally untrue." I'd feel the need to rebuke that. If you have to stand up for yourself and try to make your point that it's not true, I'm not really an alien going back to Mars, it seems like something that silly. If it is silly, you would not need to comment on it, but he's commented on a number of different things like this. Tesla, in its own way, is very interesting. He's pouring billions of dollars into his, quote, secret master plan of this electronic vehicle business, which represents only 0.1% of all cars sold. Yet, again, he's pouring billions into this to try to get the planet off of fossil fuels, reduce global emissions, and therefore prevent a catastrophic global warming, which he actually proposed this way before we knew how much alleged trouble we're in on the planet. So he was really way ahead of the curve on not only the development of this, but also the marketing for this. The power walls. What's really inside Tesla's power walls? And that's it. No one knows. No one knows what's really inside. It's top secret. So no one really knows what's inside there. He's got a gigafactory, a factory that's so large. It has giant solar panels on the roof. Why would he need something that enormously large? I guess you could say it's for future projects, SpaceX, the expansion of Tesla. But it is interesting he's got such a gigafactory that's all solar powered. It raises questions as well. His knowledge of interplanetary law. He has an entire proposal on how to run a government on another planet. Why does he have this? Does he know how to run a government on another planet? Does he have some kind of knowledge on this? His ex-wife, has called him affectionately a cyborg. She said, quote, "I do think of him as the Terminator. He locks his gaze onto something and says, 'It shall be mine,' bit by bit." A little tongue-in-cheek phrase there, play on words, bit by bit. "He won me over." And that's the end of the quote. And this is something that Justine Musk, his ex-wife, actually said, the Terminator. And he's got this view of a hyperloop, which isn't a new idea, but it's one that no one really paid attention to until he proposed this concept and gave a few hints about how to do it right. And the idea makes a lot more sense if the place that you're doing it on doesn't have an Earth-like atmosphere. So somehow he proposed this and has an idea of how this would work, and he's pretty correct on the theory of it. Which again, how does he know this? He has a bioweapon defense mode built into Tesla's, one of the features you can get on your Tesla, and it's not like just a phrase, it's an actual, you would actually survive a bioweapon attack inside your car when you engage the bioweapon defense mode. This is an actual feature that will save your life. And he warns about World War III. He's probably the loudest voice warning against the robot apocalypse. Even though he's developing AI and on the cutting edge of it, he's also the one person who's giving us the most threats on what AI can actually do if it's not responsibly watched, or at least have some sort of oversight, regulation. So that's interesting as well. Now, you might say, well, what has he himself said about being an alien? And it's hard to tell his humor because sometimes he comes off a little odd, which again raises questions. But to Kunal Shah, and I don't know if I pronounced that right, I'm sorry if I didn't, he tweeted out, Elon Musk may end up running 4+ $5 billion companies simultaneously at a relatively young age. What I really want to understand is, how does he do it? How does he manage context switching? How does he design his org? So many questions. And Elon sent a tweet back saying, "I am an alien." Was he joking? Well, most of us would say, yeah, he's joking. Was he really joking? Another little bit of information here. His mother tweeted out, "I found your computer aptitude test from when you were 17. If I remember correctly, they had to retest you because they had never seen such a high score. No wonder you're such a brilliant engineer." And then actually tweeted out a picture, a copy of the official letter that was signed by the Director of Information Management from the IBM tests that say he tested A+ in both operating and programming at the age of 17. The results were outstanding. And they assumably had to, as far as his mother remembers, had to retest him because they thought it was a flaw. He tested so high, they couldn't understand how a human could test like that. Maybe because he's not. Another thing, he was interviewed at the World Government Summit in Dubai, and this is in 2017, and he was asked if he believes aliens existed, and at first he says it's improbable, and then he kind of jokingly says, well, maybe they're among us. Maybe they're among us. And then says if there is an advanced intelligent life out there, that they're probably already observing us and have been observing us for a very long time. And then kind of jokingly responds to a question or a claim that he is not an alien. He has to reaffirm that he's not an alien himself. But then he rebukes that statement by saying, but that's exactly what an alien would say regardless. So He tweets out, "I'm an alien." He says, "I'm not an alien," but that's exactly what an alien would say. So he's kind of playing this game with people, which is all in good fun, unless there's something to it. He's also tweeted that he believes that the pyramids were built by aliens. He said, quote, "Aliens built the pyramids of," end quote, meaning obviously. Which is probably, again, tongue-in-cheek, right? He was recently on Joe Rogan. He's been on a few times. This was a past interview. This was this year. And he was asked if he believes in aliens. And he kind of denies it again, says it's improbable, probably not. If they were out there, I would know. I would know. Where Joe Rogan says, yeah, that's why I'm asking you. And then questions if he knows of David Fravor and the interview that David Fravor gave. David Fravor was one of the pilots, a commander in the aircraft in the now released by the Pentagon Tic Tac video. And he says, Elon says it's just, he's not aware of it, first of all, which stuns me for how on top of space and everything intelligent life forms Elon tends to be. He somehow has never heard of the David Fravor interview or the Tic Tac, the Go Fast video, the gimbal video. He's not aware of this stuff. And this is official Pentagon released footage that they say we don't know what this is. These are vehicles that defy our capabilities, defy our logic, defy our gravity. And Elon, for saying that he would be the first one to be interested in this and be researching it, seems to not have any idea what two of the most famous, now Pentagon released, government released videos of these UFOs are. I mean, he even asked Joe, do they have video of this? Yeah, they have video of it. But he goes on to say in a different interview that he believes that his SpaceX facility is better than Area 51. So, what do you have? How do you have this top-notch, state-of-the-art equipment, technology, spacecraft, but yet you're not aware of now probably the most famous released, leaked, government-issued videos of UFOs? It just makes you question. What is he trying to cover up here? He kind of plays this, I don't believe in aliens, and then he says, I am an alien. And he says, I'd be on the top of alien research, but then says he has no idea what the Go Fast video or the gimbal video are. Has never heard of David Fravor. It leads to a lot of inconsistencies. And then there's this video, which is just a fun little video. We've seen other things like this. It's probably just a camera glitch, but for the sake of the fun of this video, we'll go down that rabbit hole. It does look like something's happening to Elon's face here, and he might be morphing into something, or some kind of digital cloaking device is not functioning properly, and it catches him in sort of maybe a shape-shifting moment. Now, he has said that there's a possibility that we are just an advanced experiment by aliens. We are a digital experiment or video game, so to speak, that's being conducted by aliens. So he doesn't believe in aliens. He doesn't think they're out there. It's improbable, but yet he makes these odd statements like we are maybe an alien simulation. So I'll leave that up to you to decide. So I'll end this video with this clip of Elon possibly shape-shifting into something else. I thank you for watching this. I am Enter the Unfamiliar. You can follow me over at my channel, Enter the Unfamiliar. I do a weekly live show on Sunday nights at 6 o'clock. I talk about the UFO phenomenon, the paranormal, biblical prophecies, strange histories, and hidden mysteries. Thank you for watching.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
There will be no Hell 9000 going up to Mars.
Hell 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, put Hell 9000 to shame. Yeah. I was like a puppy dog.